Clint, you're supposed to be chasing bulls somewhere. What are you doing on here? Jackson, Rocco, Nick, Eric, how you guys doing? Hey, Braden. John, how you doing, man? I wonder if Clint is actually at the rodeo or whatever they call it and watching the live stream at the same time. It wouldn't surprise me. That guy's pretty talented. Oh, no, he says he's off this weekend. Okay. JB, how you doing, man? Dalen's on. Dalen's taken over his buddy that got him converted to the channel. Old Landon, he's disappeared. Dalen's here all the time now. Jan, Aaron, how you doing, man? Terry, how's it going? Trying to move over so my face isn't on my deal. What's the catch count? Curly Q says. How's it going, Curly Q? I will show you guys what the catch count is. I told you guys I'd break 100 this weekend. Doing good, JB. Thanks, man. Fisherman, 83. How you doing? 132 bass. Oh, great, Terry. Glad to hear it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought you might, Clint. That's what I was hoping. How many have I caught on the dark sleeper? I've caught a lot of fish in the dark sleeper, but not this weekend. I caught 39 fish today and a little bit of yesterday. And I did throw the dark sleeper for about 5 minutes, but I haven't caught anything on it. I caught a lot last week on it. Mr. Bass, any new bag reviews coming before the 15th? Let's see here. Yes. Let me look at my content deal here. Okay, I just posted the Gamakatsu bag, and I've got some Plano, what are they called? Guide bags or something? Plano guide bags that are coming that I have not done a video on yet. So by the 15th, I might have them done. What's my favorite bait to throw? Get Your Fish On. How many of you guys watch his channel? He's got a nice channel. He does unboxings too, and he's got like some super camera view where he shows close up on every bait on like a white screen, and it's on a turntable, and the bait turns all the way around. It's pretty high tech. My favorite bait to throw. Guys have asked me this a lot. What's your favorite bait, or what's your favorite color? What's your favorite bait to throw? And I'm telling you, it's the one catching fish. I do have some that I kind of gravitate toward. Like you guys know, I really like the Ned rig. I really like the dark sleeper, like we were talking about. I love the chatterbait. G4. Yeah, I've been crushing them lately. Rocco, one more question for Florida. I'm going to fish out of the bay too. Any tips for saltwater fishing? I can't help you there, Rocco. You're going to have to ask. Maybe Get Your Fish On knows. I think he's down in Florida. Know of any good saltwater fishing tips for Rocco? What did your PB come on? That's a good question for everybody. What did your PB come on? I will show you what my PB came on. I talked about this last week, I think. No. Let's see here. Why did that not work? I'll have to put it on down here. My personal best came on a White Zoom Lizard. Yeah. Right on. Right. White Zoom Lizard. John Smith remembered. I need to make that a question. Mr. Bass took a look at the T-Rats schedule June 3rd through June 6th is the Udder Tugger series. Dude, I should, man. I don't know. How far is that from Kansas City? Bring the kayak and go to Sturgeon Bay for some smallies, man. I might take you up on that. June 3rd through June 6th. Send me a DM, David, on Instagram, and I'll see if I can make that work. John's got his on the Robo Worm. John Gill's here. So everybody, this is the question of the day at the moment. What'd you catch your PB on? I told you guys White Zoom Lizard. I'm going to make that one of my questions here. So you guys will know coming up in a future video, what was my PB caught on? I'm giving the question and the answer right now. White Zoom Lizard. All right, get your fish. Rocco, get your fish is telling you what to do. Insane snook fishing. Top water are the DOA shrimp. Nick caught his on a Cinco. Gabriel on a jerkbait. Yeti Whisper, what'd you catch your PB on? Get your fish on. 14-pound bass. 8-inch worm. DOA 8-inch worm. I caught a small largemouth today up here in Jersey. It was tough. Sorry about that, Matthew. Eric, 30-inch walleye on a 1 foot something. John Gill caught his on a Rebel Pop R. Okay, Matthew's finishing his Edo Shiner jerkbait. Fisherman 83 didn't have a scale, but caught a giant on the old black jitterbug. Yeah, I caught a giant yesterday and unfortunately did not have my scale. I know it was at least 7 pounds, but I'm pretty sure it would have weighed 8. It was huge. It was giant. For this part of the world, an 8-inch bass is giant. Yeti Whisper caught his on a pumpkin black Cinco. And Clint caught his on the Jean LaRue craw worm. Original pumpkin pepper. Okay, Eric's finishing his deal now. He caught a 30-inch walleye on a 1 foot rooster tail. 1 inch. I was going to say a 1 foot rooster tail. That's a big rooster. Mr. Bass, 593 miles from KC to the stadium. Bring the Neds and the sleepers. I might do it. I might do it. You never know. You never, ever know. The old PB. Speaking of PBs, personal bests, I went fishing today with my buddy Dean. You guys know Dean. He's the one on the kayak video, the Titan kayak video. He took his Titan and I took my Hobie, and we went to a pond out in the country that a friend of his told him about. We'd never fished it before, but we'd heard that this guy had caught a 7-pounder out there. So we go out there, and Dean caught his personal best today twice. That's right. He caught his personal best twice in the same day. Pretty crazy. If you ever want a good fight with a high chance to get a PB smallmouth, come to Ohio and fish Lake Erie. Yeah, no doubt. Lake Erie has some giants. So Dean caught his personal best twice today. First, he caught a 6-pounder, and he was going crazy. This is the best fish. This is the big, and he got his scale out just under 6 pounds. And he was super excited. It was his personal best. Then we fished for several hours, and I had to go. So I left, and about an hour after I left, I got a call from him, and he caught an 8-pounder. And he was kicking himself because I'm the photographer. He didn't have anybody to take the picture. He tried to take it for himself, but you know how hard it is to take a selfie with a big fish. To take a selfie with an 8-pound fish is very difficult. John, no, this is not a new mug. This one here, are you talking about this one? No, it's not new. It's just a Yeti mug I've had for quite a while. I did have a BASS sticker on it. I took the sticker off. Show us the selfie. Okay, he did text it to me. So he texted it to me. If I download it to my photos, then I can show it to you. Hold on a second. Not only that, he sent me a picture of the scale to prove that it was 8 pounds. I don't know why he wouldn't think that I wouldn't believe him. All right, I'm saving that. And then let's see, he sent another one. Oh yeah, this is a good one here. Dude, this is a nice fish. All right, I got that downloaded to my photos. It may take a minute to show up here. Hey, Mr. Bass just came in from all day on the boat. Was not a good day with one 4.5-pounder. Good night, all. Dude, don't leave. Don't leave, man. Maybe we can cheer you up. N5 KDA. He's like, hey, 1 is better than none. 1's better than 0. Henry, yes, I do read the magazine some. All right, let's see here. Now let me go to I don't know if you guys have Apple products, but the way these photos sync sometimes takes forever. What do you know? It actually worked. All right, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys this picture of Dean with his, oh man, I hope it'll let me show it. It seems like last time it wouldn't let me show it, and I had to like put it on Instagram to actually see it. Yeah, this stupid thing won't let me share a photo. That's ridiculous. I'm going to have to play with that, unfortunately. I could try to turn my computer around and show you, but I'll probably end up disconnecting. The whole thing, and then you won't see anything the rest of the night. But Here it is. Look at that. Is that a big fish or what? See if I can flip through the other ones, if it'll let me. This is not the most technical way to do stuff, by the way. You can see our emphasis is on fish, not technology. But that's one. I'm going to try to get out of that and show you this other one. Okay, here's the other one. He actually did a pretty good job. That's a big fish, boys and girls. A big one. His personal best twice in one day. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Let's see here. Mr. Bass, did you see that the mega bass lure called the Batra X is a topwater that's very familiar to the jitter? Yeah, I have seen that, Matthew. It has these fins that kind of stick out. Yeah. BS Fins has 0 for the year. Well, you know, fishing for numbers is all about fishing a lot. You got to spend as much time on the water as you possibly can. And if if your schedule is just such that you can't get out very much, man, that's just life. Don't beat yourself up over it. Yeah, that second pic shows the belly on that fish. Crazy. Yeah, Clint, thanks, man. James, man, I'm with you. Catching is way better than fishing. What's the best all-purpose monofilament? I use Maxima. Maxima Mono is what I like. Kick Your Bass. How you doing, man? I think it's an excellent monofilament. There's quite a few good ones out there, though. Some other guys on here that use a lot of mono might give you some ideas. Yeah, Fisherman 83, he's saying the same thing. He likes Maxima as well. I'm doing good. Kick Your Bass. I'm on my way to 1,000. 132 for the year so far. Slayed today on a local lake. That's another thing. If you're wanting numbers, man, hit the ponds. The ponds are a great way to catch a lot of fish. A lot of times you'll catch a lot of little fish, but you'll still catch a lot of fish. Machek, how you doing, buddy? Kick Your Bass slayed him today. I slayed him. I had a good day today. I caught about 15 today. I went on this lake. I told you guys with Dean, first time we've ever fished it. He caught his personal best twice. I didn't have that much luck, but I did catch, quantity-wise, I caught more fish. He caught more weight. He caught the giants. I caught about 15 fish today. Nice. Kick Your Bass. 13 fish day. That's good. That is good. But I had an exciting little adventure yesterday, and I'm going to put a video out on it. And that's kind of how I titled the live stream tonight. Never had any luck on spinnerbaits. Maciek, you got to throw spinnerbaits more. In fact, I was thinking this very day while I was out fishing. This lake that Dean and I went to fish was very dirty water. Very dirty. And the only thing I could get them to bite was a spinnerbait, big honking Colorado blades, and a chatterbait vibrating jig. And although I caught most of them on the vibrating jig, what I would do is when the vibrating jig bite would slow a little, then I'd pick up the spinnerbait and catch a few with it, and then go back to the chatterbait. And I was thinking, man, we don't talk about spinnerbaits enough. They're not sexy, you know. They're not dark sleeper sexy. They're not. They're just not popular the way they were years ago. And I'm telling you, the bass still love spinnerbaits. They are tried and true. And if you're not catching them on spinnerbaits, Maciek, you're just not throwing them enough. Because they absolutely will catch them, and they will catch big fish. Eric, I agree. I like the War Eagles a lot. A lot. You can retrieve them a lot of different ways, Maciek. Slow rolling definitely works. Just a constant, steady retrieve definitely works. There's a lot of technique videos on how to fish spinnerbaits, and just spend a lot of time watching them. In fact, KVD does some pretty good instructional videos on how he fishes spinnerbaits. I really recommend those videos. And they're old videos. He's like wearing the old uniforms and the old goofy looking hats and stuff, but the content's really good. Now we're talking about copolymers and all kinds of stuff here. Coated fluoros. And yeah. How many of you guys have ever thrown that nanofill line? It's older now, but I remember when it first came out and it was this huge rage, and I bought some and threw it for quite a while. Have any of you ever thrown nanofill? Nanofill is an interesting line. It casts really far. It's made only for spinning reels. And I didn't like it a whole lot either, David. I actually liked how far it would cast. One of the things I hated was it was bright white and they didn't have any other colors. Since then, they've made some other colors, but they're still not great colors. And my nanofill used to break all the time on me. Fisherman, I used to use nanofill on my spinning gear. Now I use, yeah, that's what I did, Fisherman 83. I just ended up switching to braid. And since I've gone to braid, man, I threw all the nanofill out. It seemed like it was going to be amazing when it came out, though. I was super excited about it. I really like Suffix 832 braid as well. BS fins. I mean, it's good braid. I use like 3 different brands of braid. and one of them is the 832. Suffolk makes kind of like a neon green 832 that I really like a lot. I throw it quite a bit. And then I always tie a leader on. What knot do you guys use to attach leader fluoro to braid? This is a controversial subject. How to attach mono or fluoro to braid. It is a challenge. And I know, the uni to uni, the double uni, the FG, the triple surgeons, the Alberto, the Yucatan. I do the uni to uni. I do the double uni. And the reason I do is because, one, it's really never failed on me. I've never really had any problems with that knot failing. When it has failed, it's been my fault. I've done something like not let the drag out on a 6-pound smallie and let the smallie break it off at the knot. But that was not because of the knot. It was because of me. Fisherman 83 is really technical. Short leader, he uses uni to uni. Long leader, he uses the San Diego Jam. Clint uses the Adkins knot. Dude, you should copyright or what do they call it? Patent that, Clint. Patent the Adkins knot, and I'm sure, well, heck, you make so much money off your diet, you don't need a knot. That old Adkins diet, dude, that was a killer. Let's see. The Clint Adkins PBR diet. Dude, that went down in flames, I guarantee you. Oh, geez. Anyway, I used to use the San Diego Jam knot a lot. I've tried the FG. I've done tried some others. But here's the reason I always go back uni to uni. Uni to uni is easy to tie. And it's so easy, I can do it in the dark. I can do it with my eyes closed. I can do it with my hands behind my back. It's that easy. And those other knots, I don't care what they say about how great they are not easy to tie. They take for freaking ever to tie. The San Diego Jam, man, I got pretty fast, and at my fastest speed, I was so fast I could do it in like 10 minutes flat. Oh, geez. Some of these frigging knots, man. All right, I'm going to show you the world's most amazing knot. It has 100% knot strength, and it only takes an hour to tie. I mean, come on. Sometimes you just got to trade. You got to trade the practicality for a little more risk. Patience, grasshopper. So I like my uni to uni. I'm sticking with it. I am sticking with my uni knot. And it is a strong knot, by the way. It actually does work very good. John Gill, when I'm at home rigging, I do FG knot, but when I'm on the water, I do the double uni. That's not a bad thought. Matt likes the FG. He likes the GT because the FG just takes too long if you don't know how to do it. The GT, the FG, the LR, the UV, the CD, JB, I like to tie knots just to pass time. Well, heck, if you just, you're sitting around watching TV and you're just tying knots for fun, you probably could get really good at some of those more difficult knots. I've seen guys do an FG, though, on Party Boat in like under a minute. The CA knot. Right on. Clint's got the initial thing down. Dude, well, he's a marketing genius. After that diet, that Atkins diet, the dude knows how to market. You guys use the uni to tie lures too. Yes, my check. I use the uni all the time. I used to use the Palomar, and I've almost never tie the Palomar anymore. Very rarely. I am a uni man. I attach all my lures with the uni knot, and I do all my leaders uni to uni. Henry, I tie the stronger knots that take long on my swim baits, but for anything else, I do the double uni. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Hey, James has come up with one, the unicorn knot. Sounds good, man. You wouldn't be able to call it uni for short. If you created a unicorn knot, you're gonna have to call it something else. Tackle Advisor did a video on a weedless uni knot. Jan just uses crimps. Right on. Why not? Gonna have to give him some credit there. Just crimp that line on, man. Who needs to tie knots? Crimp it down. I like it. It's creative, practical. Well, the other thing you can do if you really hate tying knots, just get you not a swivel, but man, my mind just went blank. One of the clips. What do you call those clips? Duct tape the line for $15. Heck yeah, James. You're onto something, man. The Big Boy. That's a nice name for a knot. Snaps, that's what I meant. Snaps. Just get snaps and tie a triple, quadruple San Diego knot, San Diego Palomar jam knot onto your snap. Make it 100% indestructible, and then snap all your lures on there. You've got perfection. And then for your leader, take a swivel and tie your fluorocarbon on a swivel, and then tie your swivel to the braid like you would for, say, when you're throwing a big spoon, or some guys like to use a swivel for a drop shot. Just do that all the time. Just put a swivel in all the time, and you can tie all those super crazy knots, and your leader will never come undone, ever. Someone's going to get confused and think these are real knots. Yeah, they might. Oh, another thing that just came to my mind after Jan talked about the crimping, we ought to figure out if there's a way to do some sort of fishing line welding, some sort of a chemical process to adhere fluorocarbon to braid without tying any knots. You might have to have like a big, kind of like a MIG welder on your boat with a sleeve in there, and you could run the line through this welding machine somehow and fuse your lines instantaneously. BS fins, it's called super glue. Yeah. That's what we need. We need some sort of super duper glue that instantly glues braid to fluorocarbon. No knot needed. Now, Clint is our marketing genius. We need to get Clint on this and figure out how to market this super duper glue. We could all get really rich off this deal. We have, this live stream is turning into something really productive. And I think I think we could really nail this thing. Flex Seal glue, right? You're right, Clint. Everybody knows Flex Seal is absolutely the best stuff on the planet. We need some Flex Seal super duper glue. Super duper duper glue. Flex Seal super duper duper glue to bind, adhere, and meld fluorocarbon to braid. And then we don't have to waste any fishing time tying knots. This is actually fantastic. We'll all be millionaires. We can name it bass glue. Yes, Eric. Yeah, once we come up with the product, we're going to have to make it simple, like bass glue or fish glue or no knot glue. The Mr. Bass Super Duper. Yeah, Clint's onto this. Mr. Bass Super Duper Duper Line Glue 2000. Except it needs to be like 2021. 2000 sounds old now. Dalen, this is more productive than school. Yeah, I think you're right. Matthew says it already exists. It's called the fishing line welder. Oh, man. For the lazy fisherman, right on. The lazy fisherman. We don't want to waste any time tying knots. Man, that was productive. Okay, back to my story here. James is going to show us the real stuff. He's going to send us a link. He's trying to burst our bubble by saying there's a product already out there. We can make an infomercial. I'm all about that, John. I think it's a great idea. What is your most expensive rod and reel combo? Well, that depends because combos are not a single unit. They're separate, rod and reel. So you can have a super expensive rod and not put your most expensive reel on it and call it a combo. But most expensive reel. All right, I'll show you my most expensive reel on tacklewarehouse.com. Show my most expensive bait caster. Oh, I have to stand up for this. All right, here is my most expensive bait caster. Mr. Bass, check out the link I sent. It's a line welder. I used to apply. Already sent me the YouTube video. Okay. Dalen, Dream Crusher. Yes, James. How dare you crush our dream of financial independence? Mr. Bass, check out the link I sent. Okay. They're like $230 for a line welding machine. Yes, John. Yes. Now I actually have the older version of this one because I've had mine for several years. This reel is insane. It is incredible. And what this reel is good for a ton of different things, but what I like to use it for more than anything else, $250 for line welder. Time to do a review on the line welder along with a real world test. Yeah, I agree with you, Clint. We're gonna have to vet this out and make sure that this isn't bogus, this old line welder thing. The Shimano Antares is incredible. Now, here's one thing that you probably have noticed that is very hard to do with a bait caster, and that is throw light lures. If you got to throw a really light lure, you got to put it on a spinning reel. Not if you have this reel. This reel throws light lures like a dream. And it does a ton of other things really, really well. But I use this reel to throw light lures on most of the time. It's a fantastic reel. So that is my most expensive bait caster. Now let me show you my most expensive spinning reel. You look this up here. All right, are you ready? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess what my most expensive spinning reel might be? All right, we've got Henry saying 500. I'm saying what kind of reel? John says, both the Johns say a Stella. James says a Stratic. Clint Adkins says a Cast King. Machek says 749. I'm not asking price. I'm asking what reel do you think? What reel? Pfluger President? The Exents? The Lose? All right, here it is. Drum roll, Jan. Drum roll. We need Jan to give us a drum roll, and then I will reveal the most expensive spinning reel that I own. Here it is, drum roll. Bam. There it is. The Stella. The Stella. It's a pretty amazing reel. While you're looking at that, I'll show you another one I have that is pretty darn expensive as well. Hold on a second. I'm going to find the other reel I have that is pretty pricey. Pretty pricey. Oh, it's not on here. It's not on here. It's a Daiwa reel. And it's not as expensive as this Stella, but it's pretty pricey. Yeah, sorry about that, Daniel. All right, now My most expensive rods. Let me go look them up while we're talking here. James put the link for the line connector. I'll take a look at that in a minute, James. You guys didn't see the Stella? There it is right there. The Stella. I am going to find the rod. I have two rods that are two types of rods that are very pricey. One, I have quite a few of them, and then the other, I have only one of them. Let's see here. I believe that they don't have these rods at Tackle Warehouse. Let me double check here, just to be on the safe side. Wow, they do not have them at Tackle Warehouse anymore. That's surprising. So I'll show you another one here that I bet they do have. This, in my opinion, is one of the very best rods out there. I love this rod. I only have one of these, but it is a great rod. All right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to show you this other one. All right, here it is. The St. Croix Legend Extreme is an amazing rod. It's fantastic. And I had two of these. I think I told you guys this story one time. I had two of these brand new, just put reels on them, just spooled them up, went out on the boat for the very first time, and I knocked one of these off into the lake. Literally the very first day I owned it. I bet I only cast with it 2 or 3 casts ever, and then it went off into the lake. Fisherman 83. I do not like it better, but I don't like it worse either. I like them both equally as much. I love them both. The one thing that I love about the Legend Extreme is the handle and the way the handle feels. And some guys hate the way the handle feels. This handle right here, it just feels so good in your hand. It's just great. It really, really is. It is a great rod. Mr. Bass, the one rod I want so bad is the Mega Bass Destroyer in the H. That thing can throw. Okay, I have a Mega Bass Destroyer rod, Matthew. I'll show you the one that I have if they have it on here. And I like the Mega Bass rods, but I do not like them better. I do not like them as much as I like the Loomis and the St. Croix rods. I have several Mega Bass rods, and I have one Mega Bass rod I have one Destroyer Megabass rod, and it's pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. I've got the rats. They don't have it on here. I'll have to show you on the Hookup Tackles website. I know they have it, although it's probably out of stock. It seems like they're always out of stock. Let's see here if I can see. If I'd known you guys were going to ask this question, I could have had this ready. Megabass. All right. Where is it? The Destroyer. Here we go. Here we go. Destroyer. Yeah, here it is. And let me find the one I have, which is the... Oh, no, that's not it either. The Blackjack, the Poker, the Baccarat. Yeah, I don't have those. I have, you know, I might have the... Oh, wait. This is crazy. Let's see if this is... Well, I'm making this boring by digging around here, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. I've got a Destroyer rod. It's a very good rod. It's a swim bait rod. So, combo, you know, high-end combos are fun, but you don't need a $1,200 combo to catch fish. You definitely don't need, you know, there are guys like Alex Rudd, since he's gone to Lose, he talks about how he doesn't think you need expensive rods. Mr. Bass, can you tell me what lake and maybe a hint of the area that said rod went for I'll show you the exact spot, man. I've been over there trying to retrieve that rod for a long time. It's in fact, every time I fish that lake, I cry a little bit because I got that rod, I know, sitting over there at the bottom of that lake. Let's have a catch and release tourney. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, the G Loomis NRX rods and the Legend Extreme rods are just incredible. The St. Croix Legend Extreme rods. If you're ever going to buy a high-end rod, I highly recommend them. The one thing I would say, like for the NRX rods, super sensitive. So if you're going to buy one and you can only buy one, yes, Yeti Whisperer, I do have a few Z-bones. If you're ever going to buy only one, you finally save up forever and you decide I'm going to drop this $500, $600 on a rod. Don't buy like a crankbait rod, for example, where you don't really need feel. Pick the technique that you need the absolute most sensitivity and spend your money on that. So like, for example, don't buy the chatterbait rod, the bladed jig rod. Don't buy the rods that really, for the technique that you don't really need to feel. If you can only buy one super high-end rod, pick one of those techniques where feel matters a lot. Like a jig and worm rod. jig and worm rod is a great technique specific rod. A shaky head rod, for example. Those kind of techniques. Yeah. Clint's saying he wants to buy a $600 rod. I can hold my breath for long enough to die for a $600 rod. Yeah. I bet you can. Next time you're in Kansas City, Clint, I'll take you over there, and I'll take you in my boat, and I'll let you hop off. And if you can find it, it's all yours, buddy. Right on. Cool hat. In fact, since you mentioned the hat, BS Fins, let's do our first question of the day, which is going to be our baseball hat question. It's not this hat. We've done this hat in the past. I might redo some hats after I go through all of them. But let's see, Mr. Bass, you're a tackle junkie just like me. Dave Fritz crankbait rod is by far the best rod for crankbait and chatterbait, also spinner rod. I got to try them out then, Bob. I am a junkie. You're right. And I love fishing rods. Right on, U.S. Army. This is my military police shirt when I was in. Lost my train of thought here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the hats. Where did I get the Blackhawks hat? Bob Witt. I got it online somewhere. That's a pretty slick hat. I really like that one actually. All right, so we're going to do the hat question first for the first spin to win. Let me do the rules on the spin to win in case we got anybody new. Here's our spin to win wheel. I got a light shining on. If I turn it this way, there, the reflection's not bad. If you land on a win, you win one prize. If you land on a one prize, two prizes. If you land on Mr. Bass, that's the jackpot. You get 3 prizes. If you land on an X, you strike out. You don't get any prize. If you land on KVD, the greatest fisherman of all time, you get a KVD lure out of the KVD crate. If you land on the Angel, you win a prize, and you get to pick one person on the comments to win a prize also. Mr. Bass, you need to take the tails off your Megabass eye slides when you're not using them. Leaving them messes the rubber up over time. Oliver Nye was told by Megabass reason, keep the tails separate. Those tails are murder to get in and out, man. Thanks for the tip, though. I may do that, but geez, I hate putting those tails in. They are hard to put in. All right, and then the last is if you land on this, you win the Lucky Tackle Box Panfish Box that I've been trying to give away now for quite a while. Nobody's landed on this for a while. So here we go with the hat. Ready? Here's the hat. How do you like it? What team could this be? What team is this? Pretty cool looking, isn't it? All right. Nick, you got it. Nick, you're first. James was on the right track. They're not the Rockets, though, buddy. They are the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Rocket? My wife guessed the Atomic Wedgies. Now, I tried to fool you guys a little bit. Did you see what I did there? This is the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Did you notice the hat I've been wearing the whole show? This is the Rocket City Trash Pandas too. They have more than one hat. In fact, all the teams have more than one hat. So the whole night, I was giving you the answer right there. Rocket City Trash Pandas. They are not the Rockets, though. They're the Trash Pandas. Congratulations, Nick. You get to spin first. Did I really throw you off, John Gill? That's cool. All right. Here we go, Nick. Clint's demoralized. Whoa! Nick struck out. Dude, our very first winner of the night gets the big red X. Painful. Painful, man. That's funny. I think last week we didn't have a single strike. Well, the good news is, Nick, you can guess again tonight. Even though you did not win, you can guess again. You can't win more than once in a night, but if you strike out, you do get to guess again to see if you could spin. All right, so let's hit another question here. My most recent video. What is my most recent video that has been went up yesterday? I think it went up yesterday. That's the question. What was my most recent video? Yeah, James, I do some fishing questions as well. All right, hold on here. All right. The Gammy Bag. The Gamakatsu Bag. Oh, wait a minute. I guess Clint technically got it. Clint cannot spell to save his life. Man, John Gill, buddy. Clint beat you. Holy cow. Last week we had a spelling error and we gave it to the person who could not spell. So I guess, Clint, we'll give it to you since you can't spell. John will still win tonight, I'm sure, because the guy's quick on the trigger. But if you spell it wrong, this is one of the rules, unwritten rules. We make up the rules as we go. But if you spell it wrong, but I can still figure out what you're saying, then you get it. If you spell it wrong, and I have no idea what you're talking about, you don't get it. There are exceptions to that rule. For example, I may ask you a very specific question like, what's the exact name of this rod or reel? And it may have some nomenclature in there. The nomenclature would have to be exact. Got it? So, congratulations. Yes, Puerto Rico. That was the best. Frank's Fishing. You are right. Whoever spelled Puerto Rico, that was incredible. We should have, we should put that in the Mr. Bass Hall of Fame for the absolute worst spelling ever on a Mr. Bass live stream. Puerto Rico. That was something. All right, we'll spin for Clint. Clint. Here we go. All right. You have won one item. Either a hard bait, a soft bait, or the miscellaneous bucket. What do you choose, Mr. Clint? Kind of what are you in the mood for? Miscellaneous bucket. Okay. Here it is. Let's see. Last week we had a purse. I wonder if there's another person here we could give Clint. All right. It's a popper. A Berkeley Bullet Pop 70, Clint, in the baby bass color. Nice. The Berkeley Bullet Pop. $70. All right. First prize of the night. First prize of the night. What time we got here? A little after 9. All right. So I didn't finish telling you my my rescue story, which is kind of what I was talking about here. The man purse. That was fun. That was pretty funny last week. But hey, a man purse makes a very good tackle bag in certain situations. Jackson Bettis, do you have the box we sent you yet? No, Jackson, I have not seen it. Thanks, buddy. Your dad did tell me you were sending some stuff, so appreciate that. As soon as I get it, I will share it. I will share it with the Mr. Bass crew. All right, so let's see. Only fished topwater back when I watched your rescue video. Mr. Bass, the Sunday, June 6th T-Rats Tugger game. Oh, that would be funny. The Mega Bass Pop-X. All right, so I have a pond that I fished as a kid. It's just down the road from my house. My mom still lives in the house that we grew up in. And we used to go fish this pond, and it has some great fish in it. I've caught 6-7 pounders out of there. I remember catching a really great 7-pound bass on a black frog one year. It was just an incredible catch. I've caught all kinds of frog fish in this thing. It's got great crappie in it. It's got bluegill in it. It's a great little pond. And the dam has been leaking. So the owner is tearing the dam down and is going to rebuild the pond. But unfortunately, they don't care about the fish at all. And I heard that the dam was getting torn down. And when I got there, they'd already broken it open, and about half the pond had already drained out. So yesterday, I went there, and I knew there'd be some big bass in there. And I suspected that some of those big bass had not gotten out. When they knocked the dam down, a lot of fish made it out. And the good thing about this pond is there's a bigger pond just downstream from that big pond. And when they knocked the dam down, a lot of the fish made it to the lower pond. They made it to the lower pond. but I knew there were some big ones in there, and I wanted to try to catch them and rescue them, get them, save them, especially the big girls, you know, who've spent 10 years or more trying to get to the size they are, and they're the reproducers. So I spent the whole afternoon into the evening trying to catch fish and then save them, rescue them, and get them down to the big pond. And I caught 23 bass. One was that big 8-pounder that was spawning. And I put a picture of that on my Instagram. I'll see if I can pull that up and show it to you guys. Let's see here. At least I thought I did. I don't see it on there now. Oh, I know why. I put it on my story. And I may not be able to show you my story. I can show you photos, but I don't think I can get to my story. Nope, I don't think I can. Well, I'm putting a video up and you'll see it anyway. I caught an 8-pounder. I caught a 6-pounder. I caught a lot of 4-pound plus fish. Those 23 fish were all, there was only one small fish out of all 23 of them. And so that's going to be a fun video to put together, how we saved 23 fish. Then my brothers got involved, and today we went out there and they brought a net. And when I got there, they were already in the pond with the net up to their waist in mud. And they got a ton more fish out of that pond, and we transplanted them to some other ponds. In fact, I don't know if Trey's on here tonight, but let me see if I can. Also, I had several of my nieces and nephews out there as well helping. It was really fun. But one of the kids that's on the show watches the show quite a bit. His name's Ty. I haven't seen Ty on lately, so I don't know if he's on tonight or not. But he went with us. He was out there. He and his dad, they were down there in the mud, and they took a bunch of the fish home and put it in their pond at home, and that was pretty awesome as well. So that's going to be a fun video to put together, and I think you guys will enjoy watching it. Watching us save the fish. We've spared the fish, most of them. Some of them, of course, you're not going to get them all, but the vast majority will live to be caught again, which is what it's all about. All right, let's do another question here. All right, this is a true or false question. I think this might be the first true or false question we've ever done on the Mr. Bass live stream. All right, you guys know about the wiggle warts. We talk about the wiggle warts quite a bit. I like wiggle warts. And you know that the wiggle warts I got hanging up here are pre-Rapala, meaning these wiggle warts were made before the company was sold to Rapala, Storm Lures. Now, here is the question. Everybody knows that the old lures move differently in the water than the new lures. So here is the question, or the statement, I guess. It's a true or false statement. You answer true or false, and you can't answer until I ask the question. So, John Gill, Daniel Hedrick, Fisherman 83. I haven't even asked the question, and you're already answering. I tell you what, man. There are troublemakers everywhere you go. All right. So here's the question. True or false? The Rapala Corporation changed the plastic. They changed the plastic that they used to make the lures because it caused cancer. True or false? They changed the plastic because it caused cancer. Rocco was the first. False. And false is the answer. Not true. All you trues, you lost. And all you falses who answered before I asked the question, that doesn't count. So, some of you guys have heard that rumor. I heard the rumor. I used to think it was true. And David Storm confirmed to us that was not true. The Storm plastic never caused cancer. Not ever. It was not cancer causing. It had nothing to do. It was not carcinogenic. It had nothing to do with that at all. So that is the answer. It's false. All right, I'm going back through here because James W. says he said false first. Everything causes cancer in the state of California. That's right. It does. James W., I see an answer with you where you say true. I see another answer with you where you say true. I see an answer where you say stop. I see an answer where you say cut them out. I do not see where you said false at all. I'm going to go back through it one more time. I've got a true, then I've got I got it, then I got a I said it first, then I said false first, and then everything causes cancer. James lied. Aha! That tells us a lot right there, doesn't it? Rocco had it first. All right, we have ways to verify your lies. So lying isn't going to get you anywhere on the Mr. Bass Show. All right, Rocco, are you ready? Here we go. Woo! It looked like that X might have gotten you, Rocco. It was close. It was close. But you made it. All right, so what's your choice? Soft plastics, hard baits, or the miscellaneous bucket? I should get him muted for the night. No, we won't mute him. He was just playing, as he says. Okay, Rocco. What do you choose? He wants a miscellaneous. All right. Okay. Here we go. Bang. Carolina rig kit. That's right. The one and only Carolina rig kit from Cream Lures. Everything you ever wanted to know about how to fish a Carolina rig. And it includes everything except the rod and reel and line. You got the lures, you got the hooks, you got the beads, you got the weights, you got the swivels. It's all here. And they even tell you how to fish it. Everything you ever wanted, Rocco. Congratulations. If you are not a Carolina rig fisherman yet, you definitely will be. And if you are a Carolina rig fisherman, then maybe you give it to somebody else who does not know how to fish a Carolina rig. Cream Lures. It's the same thing, just cheaper. Congrats, Rocco. First true or false question, and I've already figured out that may not be a good strategy. The way you guys want to jump the gun and start rattling off answers before I even ask a question. Oh, my goodness. I buy the Cream Lure Scoundrel. And put Procure Trophy Bass all over them. Same with the Zoom Trick Worm. Yeah, you're right, Fisherman 83. Maybe I ask the question first and then say true or false. Don't give you a warning that it's true or false ahead of time. Yeah, you're right. That's the strategy. I'm just doing it wrong. Well, Mr. Bass, throw a text up at the exact time you finish the question. Yeah, that's another idea. I could put it on the screen. Yes. Not a bad idea. All right. I showed you guys. Here's the next question. I showed you guys this awesome last live stream. I showed you this awesome new chatterbait rod I got from G. Loomis. What's the model number for that amazing rod? That amazing chatterbait rod. It is a G. Loomis chatterbait rod, bladed jig rod. Ugly stick. J. Bug Davis is on the right track, but that's not it. This is one you got to be exactly right on. I'll give you the last part, though. It's a BJR for bladed rod. So what's the nomenclature that goes with it? On the rod I showed you. They have different ones probably. Yeah, that is tough to remember. This one might stick a few of you. I thought Yeti might know this. He knows his John Smith's got it. That old John Smith, man, he's always man, my computer's slow here. I can't click on him. What is going on? Well, if I could ever get this thing to click on John Smith, I could show you. This is not good. It's being squirrely. I'll show you this way, though. It might show you exactly what the rod was. Dude, this is like woefully slow at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. My battery's about to go dead, I think. Woo! Let's see if we saved it. John Smith, you are the winner. But my program is really acting squirrely. Okay. All right. Feels like I'm getting some response back now. Yes. Okay, here was the first right answer. There it goes. 883 Charlie. So one thing about the way Loomis numbers their or names their rods with these numbers. Do you guys know how what 883C actually means something? You guys know what it means? We need to get Mr. Bass a tech guy. You're not kidding, Daniel Hedrick. Fisherman 83, you were close. All right, John Smith, let's spin. What? Jackpot. Holy cow. He's got 3 prizes. Oh my goodness. This is going to break the bank. I'm going to have to start taking the Mr. Bass logo off. All right, John Smith. Congratulations, man. What are you looking for tonight? 3 prizes. Crazy. James is telling us what the 3 means. I don't know if we can believe anything James tells us now. The 3 on the rod nomenclature means 3 prizes. That's why they put that on there. What could the 883C mean? That would be a good question. What does the 883C mean? Okay, Matthew's got one thing right. 3 power. 3 power. It is a 3 power rod. That's what the 3 means. So if you don't know what that means when we say a 3 power rod, 1 means super light, a super light rod. 2, 3, 3, you get into kind of the medium heavy. 4 could be a medium heavy, depending upon the manufacturer. 5 is a heavy. 6 is an extra heavy. 7's a super duper heavy. 8's the heaviest on the planet, that kind of thing. So if you see the 3 on that, you know that this is probably like a medium heavy rod. Okay. Now, James W. says, and David, several people, Henry and David, are saying the 8.8 means 8 foot 8 inches. And that's wrong. Frank is right. 88 inches. So what you do is you take the 88 inches, divide it by 12, and that tells you it's a 7 foot 4 inch rod. Is that crazy or what? That's how they do it. Daniel Hendricks actually got what the real 883 means. $883. And the C means Canadian. So this rod at 883C means 883 Canadian dollars, which means about $330 in American. Holy cow. You guys are something else. All right, we need to let John Smith pick his prizes, I guess. Did he tell us what he wants here? Because I've totally lost control of the whole show here. And Mr. That's worth a spin, in my opinion, for Eric Brewer. What did Eric Brewer say? Oh, the 88 inches equals 7 feet 4 inches. You're right. Why don't we give him a spin for that? But we got to give John. He wants one from each. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this real quick. One from each. All right. We got a Stanley spinnerbait. We got Excite Baits thing. Don't know what those are. Monster Bass Square Bill. Congratulations, John Smith. I need to write those down. John Smith. You got the hammerhead. You got the spinnerbait. You got the Excite fluke worm, I guess you could call it. All right. We kind of went out of turn. We kind of had a rogue question / answer. The 88-inch thing. Eric got it, and Frank's Fishing got it. So we'll let both of them spin. We'll spin once for each of them. All right, Eric, we'll do you first. One. I thought Eric might get the X. It looked like it might happen for him. Okay, Eric. What's your poison? Weston's on. Caught a 3-pound bass on the spinner baits. Nice. Glad to hear it, buddy. All right, Eric wants something out of the miscellaneous bucket. Bam! We got the 6 cents Vega Frog. Eric, congratulations. 6 cents Vega Frog. That's pretty cool. All right, and then Frank's Fishing. We're going to let Frank spin on this one as well. All right, Frank, here we go. That Vega Frog's hot topic right now. Everybody hyping up the Vega Frog. Whoa! Frank has taken the monkey off our back. He won the Lucky Tackle Box, Panfish Box. Woohoo! Congratulations, Frank. I'm not going to send you the box, by the way. I'm just going to take all the baits out of it and send them to you because that's just more money on shipping. But all the baits will be in there. Lucky Tackle Box, Panfish Box. Nice. Congratulations. All right. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes. All right. Let me see. What else have I got on my topic list I was going to share with you guys tonight? Let's see if I covered everything. Yeah, Bryson is right. Now that the Lucky Tackle Box has been won, it's an X now. So the odds are much worse with a big X right there. Probably no one will win another prize tonight. There's so many X's on the board now. Life is cruel, and so is the Mr. Bass Show. Just is, man. Let me turn this camera down a little bit there. There we go. Then I can sit. I can sit while we chat here. All right. What else was I going to share with you guys? Oh, how many of you are working on your boat right now, getting it ready for the season or getting it ready out there? Let me tell you what all I've had to do to my boat. For some reason, I backed the boat up and disconnected everything, but I forgot to disconnect the brake actuator safety cable, and I drove off and pulled the cable right out of the boat. Yeah. Yes, Daniel, I did cancel it. Oh, man. Jackson's got to go to bed. All right, buddy. See you later. Yep, this is a good question. Good quote of the day. This could be our motto. The Mr. Bass live stream motto: life is cruel, and so is the Mr. Bass show. Oh, yeah. You gotta love it. John Smith, Mr. Bass, can I give the square bill to Fisherman 83 and the soft plastic to Clint Adkins? John Smith, you can send me a DM and ask me to do that stuff, but I'm not going to mess with it right now or try to remember it. Look at Fisherman 83. Speaking of batteries, I got ready to fire the boat up and I noticed that my cable was broken off. Well, I actually knew the cable was broken off because when I pulled off, I felt it. Then I go to check my charger and my cranking battery was dead. And I thought, oh, that cranking battery is pretty new. I think it's still under warranty. It's got a 15-month warranty. So I took it off and got my receipt and ran down to the store. And guess what? I've had the battery for 16 months. That's right. 15-month warranty. I've had it for 16 months. So I got to buy a new battery. Yeah, right on. Then I got new electronics for the boat during the off season, and I thought I had everything I needed to install them. And because I thought this new transducer was the same size. In fact, when you put it up to the new, when you put my old down scan, side scan transducer and compare it to the new transducer, it looks exactly the same size. So I thought I'm good to go, right? It'll fit on my bracket, just like the new one will fit on the bracket just like the old one. No, it won't. Because the new transducer, even though it's the exact same size, have the screw holes in different places. So I had to order a new mounting bracket for my transducer. I could go on, but here's the message I'm trying to share with you guys. I'll put it on the screen. You heard that one before? Yeah, I keep my batteries on a trickle charger, Matthew. Yeah, this is boat. If you're going to own a boat, you need to have deep pockets. I'm just telling you. You need deep pockets. It never ends. I do not care. Oh, James. James is our new Weston. There's no doubt about it. James is the new Weston. Weston, you have been dethroned. My fish finder identifies as a transducer. Oh, great. Oh, crap. We better end this. We better end the show while we still got time, because if James keeps this stuff up, we're gonna get kicked off of YouTube. We're gonna get banned. Oh, holy crap. Jeff, you are right about that. Kayak fishing is much cheaper. It still can be pricey, but you spend way more money on a power boat than you do on a kayak. All right. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it, man. Okay, let's do another question here. All right. I'm going to do 2 questions here. And about the same subject. All right, so here we go. Be careful what you wish for, Frank's Fishing. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. I'm just telling you, look, life is hard. What's my motto? Life sucks, but the Mr. Bass Show sucks more. Life's hard, but just letting you know, man. Fair warning. A boat is fun, but don't forget this motto. This is a tried and true, tested acronym that holds true around the world. Break out another 1,000. Okay, here's the question. I did an unboxing video and put it up this week of the Monster Bass $100 mystery box. You guys probably watched that. Here's the first question. What does the $100 box cost? If you go to the website, what's the $100 mystery box cost? That's the first question. Okay, John Gill, you got it right. The box costs $90. If you want to buy one, it costs $90. Okay, so John, let's spin for you. Let's spin for you, John. Ready? Daniel Hedrick says $80 with the code, but I'm not asking about codes. There are ways to get it cheaper. All right, John Gill, you got one. What do you want? What are you interested in tonight? John Gill. Miscellaneous bucket. Okay. Here we go, John Gill. You are the proud winner of the Strike King King Rat. Oh, snap. Strike King Rat. And the color is gray. What a deal. John Gill. Congratulations. King Rat. Okay. Now, next question about the $100 box is, how much did I say it's worth? What's the value of the box? How much did I say it's worth? Go now. King Rat. Nice. Fisherman 83, you're close. Jan Colon is right. Jan got it. Job, buddy, you answered at the wrong time. Job actually gave you the answer earlier. In fact, he gave you the answer a couple of times and had no idea. In so doing, he was hurting his own chances of winning. And this is another life lesson of the Mr. Bass channel. There is this adage, do unto others as you would have others do unto you, which is actually the golden rule. It's an awesome deal. But when you're trying to win on the Mr. Bass channel, it is never wise to reveal answers to questions that have not been asked but may be asked later. And so, painfully, unfortunately, Job, I'm sorry to tell you, you did not win, and I can almost guarantee you gave Jan the answer, because I'm just about betting Jan did not have the answer until he saw you give him the answer multiple times during the night. So once again, another hard fact of life shared on the Mr. Bass channel. You may not want to help, but man, Job, what a sport. Is Job a good sport or what? Oh, man. As Clint says, life is truly ruthless. And the Mr. Bass channel is no different. Okay. Let's go for this, Jan. Are you ready? That's a good strategy, David. Good strategy. Oh, Jeff. Oh, man. Now we've got the Canadians involved in making my life difficult. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Mrs. Bass, we started a long time ago. All right. Jan, you got one, buddy. Yeah, Daniel. Casey Mimi's here. We can start with 8 minutes left in the show. We can finally start. You're right, Eric. All right, Jan wants something out of the miscellaneous bucket also. All right, here we go. H2O Express 8X 50-pound braid for those giant fish out there in the ocean that you're catching. Jan, 50-pound braid. Congratulations. Nice. All right. Okay, I think we got time for one more question. One more. All right. Let me look at my questions here. What one am I going to ask here? Okay, this is a pretty good one. I'm pretty sure I haven't asked this. Didn't ask this tonight. All right, I have informed you. Fisherman 83, thanks, buddy. Pair character jumping up and down saying, #1 fan. Bribing works, man. I think there's nothing wrong with a good bribe. Eric, Mr. Bass is not happy with Warrior Tackle. Yeah. Well, if you go back and look at my Warrior Tackle, we can talk about that for a minute. Man, I don't know what happened to those guys. They've always been kind of on again, off again. Some months, literally, they've had great stuff. They really have. And then other months, it's just like head scratcher. And then last month, I got an email from them that says that they're having production problems. They're having production problems. They're having a hard time getting lures from other companies for their boxes. So they've come up with this amazing plan where they're going to create their own lures now. And they're high quality lures, super custom paint jobs, high quality products. And from now on, congratulations, good news. You're going to get all Warriors Tackle baits. And oh, by the way, the price is going up too. It was only going up like $3 a month, but it was going up $3 a month for me. It said depending upon what subscription plan you're in, your price was going to go up. So the $3 wasn't a deal killer, but I got that first box and I'm telling you, it just did not thrill me. I do think some of the lures in there looked decent, but there's so many other ones out there. I've subscribed to the Champions Club now. I've subscribed to the Jewel Baits box. I'm still subscribed to the Monster Bass and the 6 Sense and some of the mystery tackle boxes. So I'm going to flush Warriors. And if you guys want to see what's in a Warriors box, you're going to have to go get one for yourself. Here's another example that's frustrating. My check's bringing up. The color is 002. Oh, great. That's my favorite color, 002. The only thing that's better than 002 is 001. I wish they had a 001 in the box this month. I don't know, man. I can't blame them. I'm sure they're just trying to make business decisions, trying to survive, trying to succeed. But it's just not for me. So, yeah, I've heard about this one too, Matthew. There's a box out of Florida. The guy calls you to get to know you, what brand baits you want. Yeah. I can't subscribe to all of them, man. I'm already subscribed to a ton of them. And I'm trying to subscribe to the ones that I think you guys would like to see the most. So, anywho, that is the deal with Warriors Tackle box subscription. So go watch my video because it's the last one I'm doing with those guys. Here's the box right here. Here it is. We'll put these lures in the box here, or put the whole box in and do it as part of a giveaway. Like I said, some of them are pretty good. All right, one last question. One last question for the night. I had it, and then I've already forgotten it because you guys got me talking. All right, here is the last question of the night. All right, I have shown you, and I will show you again on the screen just for the fun of it. I have my 1,000 bass challenge. I hope you guys join me trying to hit 1,000 bass for the year. I have caught 132 bass as of tonight. How many bass had I caught on my last live stream? Last live stream, I give you an update every time. How much did I have last week? Job has redeemed himself. Dude. there is still hope for the world. Not all is lost, because Job is our winner after being mercilessly stripped by Jan of his prize in the last question. Job has pulled back, come from behind, and won the day. Woo! Congratulations, Job. Way to do it. Way to never give up. Never give up. Talk about inspiring stories. What other live stream, what other fishing channel can you get such heartwarming stories like Job's? This is absolutely incredible. I mean, man, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, real life is so much more interesting. It's incredible. Now all we got to do, like Jan says, is get to Job to land on a jackpot here. Could it possibly happen for Job to get on the jackpot? I think life could not. I mean, who knows? I mean, lemons out of lemonade. No, lemonade out of lemons. I mean, this is like real life drama. Amazing. I agree with you, Frank. No other stream is more epic than this one. I mean, it's so true. Good night, James W. Go cry to sleep. Hey, that's right, BS Fins. Happy Easter to everybody. Happy Easter tomorrow. Oh, man, that's right. All right, here we go. Job. Is it possible, Job? What? Wait a second. Gravity still. Holy crap, Job! You did it! Woo! Jackpot! Oh my gosh, man! Can you believe? Fate has shined on you. I cannot believe how lucky you are, man. It's just running through your veins, the luck. Oh my gosh. It's a miracle. You're right, John. It is a miracle. This is incredible. It's an Easter miracle on the Mr. Bass Show. Wow. What happened? You missed it? Oh, man. Mrs. Bass missed the drama. What happened? I'm so shook up over it, I don't even think I could repeat it, honey. It was amazing. As Frank says, the world is saved. Ah, man, that feels great. I guess we ought to break out the purses and see what Job won here. All right, Job. Everything's back in the balance, as John says. I know he's your buddy. No, Daniel, no freshly painted lures. See Big Hill, need an anti-reverse bearing on that wheel. Yeah, I think we got to have something on there, don't we? That wheel is acting very strange tonight. Okay, Job, you get 3 prizes. What buckets? What buckets do you want me to choose from? I'm getting no response from him. Anybody else see any response from Job about what he wants? 3 hard baits. Okay. Where's the hard bait bucket? Here we go. Number one, the Monster Bass Moneymaker Lipless Crankbait. Lure number two, the Lurker Lures Lurker Shad. Lure number three. I think you've already gotten one of these. I have to give you something different. Here we go. The Guggen Clutch. The random nature of this drawing is just amazing. All right, congratulations, Job. What a deal. What a deal. Such drama going on tonight. I got to make sure I get this down. All right, man. 10:06, dudes. It's time to wrap her up. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate everybody supporting the channel, hitting that like button, commenting, participating tonight. Appreciate it. Sorry, Jeff, that you got gypped out of your prize for pretending to answer first. See you guys Wednesday night. Remember, Wednesday night now, we do the live stream on Wednesday night. I'm going to do a live unboxing tomorrow night as well. And, oh man, I got cake and frozen custard upstairs, so I got to go, guys. This is serious. All right, thanks, Clint. It was fun having you on tonight. Thanks, guys. See you, Jan. Bye, John. Nick, Jeff, Fisherman 83. It's never too late to eat cake and ice cream, Fisherman 83. Bye, Daniel, Eric. I'm ending in 3, 2, 1. Good night.